Hi, this is Billie Beene. I'm here with a world news flash. Today's date, January 8, 2024, time about 3 p.m. in Texas, episode 110. Who's on first? And Israel for tonight. What's going to be happening? Who's on first is a legendary, iconic comedy skit by Abbott and Costello. It was popular in the 40s and 50s. I found a link for it. Who's on first? And the name of the player, I think, is Who. And one of them keeps saying, well, who's on first? The other one says, who? And then he says, who's on first? It's very funny. So that's what we're dealing with in the U.S. It turns out that since December 22nd, the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, has been in the hospital, but it was a secret, and no one in the U.S. federal government knew about it, including JB, the actor wearing a mask who's the front person for the deep state, and not Jake Sullivan, the National Secretary Advisor. In fact, no one knew about it until Congress got back from their Christmas break, January 4, and they were approached by the media. Where's Austin? And it turns out he secretly had been in the hospital since December 22nd for some type of surgery, yet unspecified, and he's still there in intensive care. So you may ask, well, who's running the military? That's a very good question. Who's on first? And we have this from Politico. That information came out from Daily Mail today. Politico regarding Israel. And we could ask the same thing. Who's on first? Because it turns out Benjamin Netanyahu's position is very tenuous. And he's supported by a far-right political party, and he cannot go against them, even though the U.S. is pushing for a ceasefire. So in Israel also, we could say, who's on first? And we have this coming out. We've had some attacks on Israel, Haifa, Tel Aviv. We understand it's coming up tonight. And we had on January 8, the U.S. made a proposal to Iran via Saudi Arabia about a ceasefire in Palestine. Iran said it's not our war, and our allies, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, they can make their own decisions. So that's going on. And we've had a hit also today in Israel. There was a woman with a small child waving a white flag. She was shot dead by the Israeli Defense Force. I mean, hey, just a week or so ago, they shot dead 3 of their own Israeli hostages who managed to escape from Hamas, no shirts on, waving a white flag, obviously surrendering, also shot dead by the IDF. And we have this. Iraq has launched a missile onto the Haifa port inside Israel. It was not intercepted by Iron Dome or other forms. The Islamic resistance is claiming responsibility, who we also understand is a proxy for Iran. And this is coming out from Lebanon. Recently, Israel did an assassination inside Lebanon. It turns out it was the leader of the Hezbollah, Nasrallah. It was his brother-in-law that Israel took out, who was a Hezbollah leader. So Lebanon is saying Tonight, Tel Aviv, you're going to get it. So that's January 8th at 1800 p.m. tonight. Lebanon is going to take out Tel Aviv. So this concludes my flash. I love you, and I'll see you soon.